Where I'm about to go will not be well received. I know. That's fine, by the way. That's not my job. I get it. Pretty good about compartmentalizing. The job, by the way, is for you to find the show interesting. The job is for you to want to come back. That's the job. So here goes. Prepare yourself, Brandon. You'll get the blowback. That's all right. I'll go here. I'm glad you like talk shows. The audience, talking to the audience. I'm glad you like talk shows. I'm glad the talk space, that's the term I'll use because, talk shows are talk shows. Everybody tries to pretend that the job is different somehow, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. The talk space, whatever platform it's on, is more successful and more powerful than ever. I'm sorry. I am. Sincere. I'm sorry how irresponsible and knuckleheaded the talk show space can be. I'm sorry the talk show space lies. I'm even more sorry that you let it happen. I'm even more sorry that you fall for it. Come on. So I came up with this phrase a few years ago that obviously is not, doesn't take a genius to figure out it's not going to be well received by my own industry. That's true, to say the least. Because we don't like, nobody does, but we don't like to call ourselves out. We don't like to pull the curtain back. Certainly don't want to pull the curtain back. But let me introduce or reintroduce you to the phrase that seems more relevant today than ever before. I think it is. I don't know, maybe I've just purposefully avoided it for a few years, and now all of a sudden it's come back and punched me right in the nose, and I have no choice but to say this. But this phrase seems more relevant than ever. And the phrase is this, and I'll explain. And the good thing for all of us is I think I'm going to make sure we all have skin in the game so everyone will be offended equally. Got it? And we're all here. Media is like fast food. I mean, I don't even want to go on. I'm not even quite sure, like most things. I have no idea when it came to me. I have no idea exactly why I came up with that phrase. But it just, I don't know. Somehow, in a moment, it crystallized. Media is like fast food. I can explain. The jumping off point to this was the punch in the nose at, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, whenever it was. Haven't slept in 2 days. This is I think, remember, I'm telling you now, we all have skin in the game. This is what I think is a disgraceful rant. It's Sean Hannity on Fox News. I think it is all that is wrong with us. And make sure you understand I said all of us. You don't get a pass. Okay? The space doesn't get a pass. The industry doesn't get a pass. The consumer sure the heck doesn't get a pass either.
You cannot trust fake news CNN, MSDNC. You can't trust the broadcast channels, ABC, CBS, NBC. Stop reading the New York Times. Stop reading the Washington Post. Stop listening to NPR. And frankly, you can get your news right here on this show, on Fox News, talk radio, maybe podcasters that you like, know, and trust. You might not always agree with my political beliefs, but we're not going to spend 5 years lying to your face. None of these people are, quote, journalists, as they claim. They are leftist, activist, talk show hosts that are merely part of the Democratic machine. Frankly, nothing more than an extension of their press offices. They're not honest about who they are. As it turns out, their rampant dishonesty extends to almost everything. I don't have time to list every lie. They have done nothing but lie and lie again and again and peddle one conspiracy theory about Donald Trump after another. They pretend to be honest, purveyors of truth, and that is a lie. But of course, it's not just the media.
You're numb to it, I think. I'm not going to let you be numb for a second. The TV business, by the way, the TV talk business, it's a blip on the screen, man. It's an overall media consumption. It is a blip on the screen. MSNBC, Fox, CNN, so-called cable news is the talk show business. Okay, it's just regurgitating talk shows from years ago. It's a copycat of the talk show business. And in some cases it works. So I'm not completely disagreeing. I mean, I don't know where the journalists are and all of that, but that's on you. But it's just a copycat of the talk show business. They're not news shows. They're not doing stories. It's the talk business. Trying to pretend you're not in the talk business is disgraceful, and it's a flat out lie and wrong. It's just wrong. Now, Fox does better. Oh, okay. Whatever. Fox does better because older demographics are more inclined to use TV more. Right? Media, just so you get a quick sermon on media. The media business is you make media for habits. Okay? You create media for habits. You meet people at their habits. Not many people under 70 are going, it's 5 o'clock, I need to go watch the news. Or I need to go watch my talk show. It's not, we don't live that way. Most people don't live that way again, but an older demographic does. And so older demographics are less likely to scan or less likely to surf. Older demographics are more likely to hate the way things are in a modern world. Get off my lawn is, where a lot of us are. So his just be pissed off rant plays perfectly for someone who leaves the TV on in the kitchen on the same day, on the same channel all day long. It's the feedback loop is undeniable. You don't know anyone that's 30 years old that leaves a TV on in the kitchen all day on the same station. You don't. So it works well for them. It works well for him. Super serving would be the term that I like to use, and that's where the whole media is fast food thing comes from. But telling you to hate the news is a terrible thing. I mean, you can think what you want of your talk shows, but telling you to hate the news is terrible. It is so wrong, and I've said this for many years. You actually believing him, or anyone saying that, by the way, in hating news, you wanting to hate news, real news, is worse than the talk show host telling you to hate the news. Have talk shows blurred the lines by calling themselves news? The answer is yes. Yes, it is disingenuous. It is dishonest. It is wrong. I don't care who it is, fill in the blank. Saying I'm the news, I'm the way is so irresponsible and pathetic. But it works. That's where you come in. Has the space, my industry been deceptive in constantly telling you I'm the news? I'll give you the straight facts. Absolutely yes, in my opinion. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, I think that's deceptive. Have you been lazy for not getting news on your own? Absolutely yes. And no, by the way, I'm not pretending that anything is changing. I'm not. I mean, I'm just saying that I think it's healthy every now and then for someone in the space to go, hey, just so you know, none of this is okay. Being entertained and compelled and opinionated is all okay, but hating facts and news is wrong. It's unhealthy. Okay? Don't pretend otherwise. Don't be dumb. Don't do it. Don't find the lazy way out because I'm going to compare this to fast food. So, you know what we really are? And even with this definition, some people don't approve, and that's okay. But, and I've been on the receiving end, through the years, the receiving end of criticism. I can remember, I don't do many interviews because I suck, and not interesting. But I remember, it may have been NPR, sort of the heyday of talk radio. There's a little peak, and of course there's valleys now. But I've been on the receiving end of the criticism, and I think I think that's a reasonable take. But for not saying, why aren't you the news? Why won't you be the news? Why won't you take the position of informing people? And if you believe that, okay, that's fine. But no thanks. I'm not going to do that. I'm also not going to tell you that I am. And I think anyone who does, who's in the talk space, to tell you they are is a flat out disingenuous liar. It's irresponsible, and you falling for it is awful. What the talk show space is, I bet I said it, 20 20 years ago, I guess, because I watched, sort of listened and watched. I've been a talking space junkie since I was a kid because I don't sleep. And so I used to stay up all night listening to talk shows. I found them fascinating. I found them interesting. I found them compelling. Smart most of the time. But what the job is, and anyone saying otherwise is a jackass. What the job is, it is a bar stool for storytelling. And there's great storytelling now. It's the greatest thing. I did an interview a few years ago with an investment group who was looking to get into space and all this. And I said, look, we're about to have a resurgence of like the 1940s where great storytelling is important. And I used to listen to shows all night long. Great storytelling. Fascinating. And you get a lot of that now in podcasts. And they're informative, a lot of them. But it's great storytelling and conversation, and it's a bar stool. And that is it. Some, I guess you could say, are informative. Some are funny. Some are dumb, I think. Some are cringy. But they're not news. Saying you're news, say I'm the facts, I am the way, is, first of all, I call them crusaders. And I learned this sort of watching some people, very famous, infamous people that I've known in the business, want to be crusaders. In other words, you will follow me. I will lead all of you all the time. And people fall for it. And I've always thought, man, I don't want that. I have kids. I do not want you caring. I don't want to be responsible for you again. I'm not taking you anywhere. You're on your own. But I call them crusaders. But we've overwhelmed the news. Like his rant just now, that is fairly common. It is, and sadly, it's what you like to hear, many of you. But we've overwhelmed the news. We've overwhelmed you and the news. And you've let it happen. So this is where the media's fast term comes in, is fast food. Right? So pulling off the highway is quick and easy. The French fries are great. The French fries and the Dr. Pepper are great. It tastes pretty good. It's easy. It's quick. It's fast. Tastes great. Just like our diets, we've made them quick and easy. It's an easy fix. So have our media habits. Easier it is to get access, the easier we're going to do it. More we do it, the more we're going to stay there. I don't want to drive an extra 10 minutes to find a turkey sandwich on whole wheat. I don't want to. I don't want to read my local news organization's website. It's got boring stuff like local elections and high school and school closures and stuff like that. I don't want to read that stuff. I need some French fries. I don't want data. I don't want data to decide if Donald Trump is a grifter, and I don't want data and facts and reporting on whether Joe Biden is delirious. I want French fries fast. Cheeseburger and Dr. Pepper fast. So, right? It's like the Sean Hannity rant is French fries with extra salt and a shake. It only took 2 minutes to get it. I'm done for the day. I'm informed. I'm pissed. That's good enough. So what people don't say often enough, certainly in our space, I don't think anywhere really, traditional news sources are still good sources. Saying otherwise is self-centered. Saying otherwise is irresponsible. And if you say it, it's a cop-out on your part. It's a cop-out. It's an easy way out. Now, I know we only have a limited time, right? And so it's like, if I have a limited time to go get a sandwich, man, I'm going to go the fastest place I can. And then once you like it, the French fries are good, the shake is good, you're going to keep going back. So we all get some little bit of an excuse in that good media is made for habits. And once our habits start, we want to keep doing it. I don't really want to break away and go search out some broccoli. I don't really want to break away and ruin my thought process and find out that Trump's a grifter. So, not by an opinion, by just data. But the news sources are good. That's a lie to say they're deceiving you. It's just a lie. It's a convenient lie. Those of us in the talk space are the French fries, and that's cool. Some fast food is fine, right? I mean, being so sanctimonious that, well, every show should be about informing you and being about educating you. I don't think that's necessary. That's cool. We're not exactly doing war and peace here today, are we? So what? But only fast food as a diet is dangerous. Only talk shows, only Hannity, only fill in the blank defines me and defines my whole frame of reference. That's what's wrong. You're only eating French fries, and we're only serving you French fries. We're only telling you to eat French fries. And man, it tastes good, so I'm going to keep coming back. And then my frame of reference gets all messed up, and then I get pissed off. He made me pissed because he's pissed, and I like it. The fast food diet is dangerous. That only is dangerous. It is. I don't think it's that dramatic. That's our problem, and it's a big problem. It's not that we want to sample Real Housewives of whatever, or we want to sample, a Hannity show or whatever. That's not terrible by itself. When that's all we do, and then we lie about it or make an excuse for it, then it becomes a problem. Too many French fries, too many cheeseburgers, and we got a problem. So I think we now have multiple generations that have lived like this. And I don't think it's going to change. In fact, I think it's worse. I think it's easier to find an echo chamber. It's easier to find fast food, to compare the two. It's easier to find fast food than ever before. And I'm just going to stay there. And that's pretty understandable. But we have generations, my opinion, you can disagree all you want. I think we have generations of dumbed down homers. I think being a homer is really wrong. If you want to be a homer for your hometown team, that's cool. But being a homer for politicians is not healthy. Instead of right, I think we've got a generation of dumbed down homers, or people that are dumbed down to the point they're just completely disconnected and don't even know a news site. And the people that do know a news site have been told to hate the news site. So instead of questioning almost everything, which we should, instead of backing everything up with reasoning, we've become myopic, lazy homers because MySpace drives it home, and we've become lazy homers as consumers because we can. We can. I can super serve fast food just like I can super serve my fill-in-the-blank talk show host who tells me there's only one way is the way. And I no longer approach it with total cynicism. All right, Brandon, prepare for the blowback.